The Big Ten right now, winners of 9 straight and off to the best start in program history. A top 15 tilt to wrap up a Big Ten women's hoops. Lineups, Michigan State's big 3, Kennedy Blair, Rashonda Jones, Grace Van Sluten, all averaging double figures. So much made about Iowa's post.
And the Iowa guards need to take care of the basketball.
Van Sluten versus Hayden for the tip. It's won by Michigan State. They have not won in this
position to get back. Iowa make this team work.
Jones dribbled it off Kylie Feuerbach, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow, Iowa. Kylie Feuerbach guarded by Kennedy Blair. We're really excited to see that matchup play out tonight. 3 to shoot. Feuerbach blocked by Blair.
How the Spartans are defending them right now.
Great start defensively for Michigan State, but we're still looking for our first bucket. Around and out for Van Sluten.
Michigan State is going to pick up full court, and they've got to attack with pace.
Stuelke, low block, off glass.
The initial pressure, they continued to attack, got it to Stuelke at the rim.
Blair knifes inside for Michigan State. Now an every game starter. How about the defense for the Spartans?
Yeah, all over. They are a +10 in turnover margin on the season. State here on the road is Van Sluten to pick up an early foul.
Three-pointer good for Taylor McCabe, the senior. Here's Woodard for Michigan State off the bench. Blair guarded by Feuerbach. Van Sluten, long two-pointer.
Beautiful, so smooth.
This is her second season in East Lansing. McCabe throws it for Stuelke. Van Sluten bats it away. It stays with Iowa.
To get an extra possession.
Woodard the rebound off the Feuerbach miss. A lot of contact down low. Van Sluten with a step by.
Going to attack, and there they get some points in the paint against the stingy Iowa defense inside. Nice.
Anna Stuelke has easy a bucket as
opportunity.
Right, a baseline drive.
Good defense by Michigan State.
Hayden just ahead of the horn.
29 seconds of great defense by the Spartans. 1 more second of great offense for Iowa.
And the answer from...
She is 4th in the Big Ten in three-point percentage with over 44%, and you can't give her that kind of room.
Well, now we're... Sotelo, that time enough touch.
Up to the backboard that time.
Sotelo, the native of Spain. And Taylor McCabe with her second triple of the night.
She is so smooth. I loved early in the shot clock.
Not at all. Sotelo, not the three-point weapon that Michigan State had in mind there. And
Hayes now in, the freshman, to play a little defense on Van Sluten.
Now, look at all the English.
And you can't go for the ball fake.
Alaska. Addie Deal. Somehow offloaded it to Stuelke.
Line drive.
And it goes to Stuelke.
Oh, that's a tough pass because you saw the defense sliding over from the...
Right now, number 32. Blair gets inside and puts it home.
At Georgia Tech, who I reached out to today, and she said she's always the smallest player on the floor, but I thought always the most confident. You saw the confidence there.
All the way over to Feuerbach, 4-3. And it's Michigan State ball. Stuelke touched it last for Michigan State with 2 fouls each. Off the miss by Brown, it's Iowa ball.
You know, and it's a risk. It's a risk for Robin Freilich.
Addie Deal. And Sluten 6-3. Skip pass to Feuerbach. Stuelke. So good inside.
And stand there and wait for the ball. She started on the other side and cut to the ball to make it easier to get it to her.
Skilled play for Grace Van Sluten.
And she did the same. That high-low was there.
Deal step back. And Hayes battling for the rebound end.
Oh. However, Grace Van Sluten just such an efficient scorer inside and takes a lot of pressure off the guards.
There's a foul on Iowa's Kyle. Tello coughs it up.
Dribbled right into two defenders.
Stuelke runs the floor as well as anyone.
And we have seen that.
Jones off glass in the wrong direction, but the offensive rebound, Sotelo. Jalen Brown may have gotten away with a travel, but she ends it with a bucket.
We talked about at the beginning of this game.
Oh my, Addie Deal has now made 6 straight threes.
Against a Michigan State team that forces 22 per game.
That's a huge bucket for Julianne Woodard and Michigan State.
And this is scoring well. They're finding ways to win. They're going to have to dig down deep, being on the road. Van Sluten on the bench with foul trouble.
Stuelke's got. Zambelich drives on Hayden. 3-ball in and out from Woodard. It's 2 of their big 3. Hayden on Woodard, puts it in.
Bad time. Hayden again with position on the low block.
She missed and then drew the foul in the battle for the rebound.
Moment.
A little herky-jerky right now here in Iowa. I had to.
See where you went there.
It bounces off Hayden and out of bounds. Whittle away at this 7-point Iowa lead. And Stuelke draws the foul. She's going to the line. Stuelke. Couldn't tell if that drew iron or not. Either way, it's out of bounds. Michigan State ball.
Process.
Chit-chat right. That's a 2. And she can still. Stuelke with the block. Deal. Friendly roll.
Court, expect for them to get it to Van Sluten to pass the ball and find open shots.
Here she is, Grace Van Sluten into double figures.
And a great job, quick pass set up Van Sluten.
Ava Hayden inside.
And that's exactly what we just showed in our last break that's coming over. They can't get drawn up to Stuelke up top.
Hayden was calling for it. She's got well on their way in this one with 15 already. Feuerbach, what a move. Off her thigh.
And a little different defensive look, kind of a zone defense coming out of the timeout for Michigan State.
Taylor McCabe can shoot her way out of that. Jones for 3. Van Sluten the rebound. She's so good.
Yeah, she to draw a charge. She kept herself under control, kicked it out, then went and got the extra opportunity.
Chit-chat right, lines it up and puts it down.
Zone is there, but it's still a zone, and so sometimes when you play against a zone, you just have this confidence, hey, we're going to hit the 3.
Brown with a great Hayes.
And that's a force. Iowa's gotten the ball inside by moving the ball, not by standing and looking and forcing.
Woodard drills the 3.
After allowing 2 3-pointers, and now they come out of the timeout in a man-to-man.
Another forced entry inside, but Stuelke there to clean it up.
Wow. Van Sluten needs to get a touch every time down the court for Michigan State.
Foul.
Not to allow Hayden to catch an easy on the block.
She's got it on the block, puts it in, and one.
Oh, it was called.
Hayden completes the 3-point play. She's got 14 in the game. Woodard, corner pocket, in it goes. Houston, what a pass to Stremlo on the cut. 5 to shoot. That is perfect ball movement for the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach the 3.
Really 1% 3-point shooter on the year.
Hayden, it catches the front rim.
Last one, but that time just took her time and had nice follow through.
Rashonda Jones draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up after the.
And she's avoided picking up her 4th foul after the 3 in the first half.
Jones the steal. Houston in pursuit. Jones lands her first bucket.
Reckless for having 3 fouls right now.
Stuelke just puts her shoulder right into Wood.
Block the shot.
Final minute of the third. Brown with the blow-by.
And by spreading.
Sluten for Shoemate for 3. Off the heel. Van Sluten still with time. Off left. And Michigan State runs out. And yet it's Iowa's defense that has really tightened the screws on a very high-octane Michigan State offense. Van Sluten misses twice, but draws the
level they need to steal a win on the road. It's not over.
Stuelke inside. That's a tough matchup for Woodard. Rashonda Jones takes it right back for Michigan State. What a play by Feuerbach, but a foul is called. That's number 3 on Feuerbach. 6 to shoot for Ava Hayden. She dribbles it off her foot. Michigan State ball. In the lane, Van Sluten. What a pass from Sotelo.
And just excellent passing.
Another low shot clock for the Hawkeyes.
We're not seeing as crisp of passing and movement for the Iowa offense, but it didn't matter. Wright dribbled into it.
3 on the shot clock, and Jones with another steal. Her defense has been expert in the second half. Jones goes coast to coast.
Jones read that pass. Iowa.
Hayden puts it in. Great pick and roll.
That's a great note. Hayden needed the opportunity to come down. The defender tried to draw the charge, but it wasn't there.
Jones with an artistic reverse.
Now she has.
What a cut by McCabe, but Brown blocks her out of bounds. It's Iowa ball. Van Sluten the steal. And Hayden, great job getting back on defense, tips it out of bounds. Brown eventually up with it.
The defense is stepping up on both ends of the court.
Brown the Euro step. How did that one drop?
Wow.
Been an instigator defensively. 4 steals for the Spartans. Wright trapped. 2 on the shot clock. A jump ball is called. It's but
they got to go quickly.
Feuerbach, the inbounder. Stuelke, baseline. Oh. Good! Point in this game. Wright for McCabe. Strong.
McCabe's had a minute to force a turnover.
No shot. A game wrecker for Iowa late.
Michigan State forced Iowa.
Off Jalen Brown, too strong. And the final bucket goes to Brown. But this game goes to Iowa. Moves to 7-0 in the Big Ten with a win over the number 15 team in the country.
And they withstood a furious comeback try from this Michigan State winning streak after they had won 9 in a row. Iowa, so tough at home, took care of business.
The post presence for Iowa, no exception. Ava Hayden and Hannah Stuelke, a combined 42 points on 18 of 27 made between those 2 players. Hayden with 20 points and 6 rebounds. Stuelke a rebound shy of a double-double.